A pleasant day to the organizing committee and online viewers of the Third International Conference on Business, Technology, Tourism, Education, Engineering, Culture, and Social Science 2022. On behalf of the entire research team from the Philippines, I, Shaira Cristel A. Sinita, am the official representative and co-author of the study entitled Resonating Awareness on What Affects LGBTQIA+ Experiences, the Need for Stern Policy Commitment Towards Inclusion and Protection. The Philippines keep trying to pass a gender equality law. However, citizens and local governments need more than a campaign and education to develop anti-discrimination policies. This evaluative-descriptive study uses mixed methods. Due to the large population and geographical dispersion, researchers use the snowball and cluster approaches. Using a dichotomous scale and descriptive statistics helped researchers identify experiences and perceptions. And one of the alarming findings is the lack of policy commitment to protection. Researchers hope to disseminate this theoretical and statistical work to those seeking redress for inequity. This study promotes local justice, gender responsiveness, protection, anti-discrimination, and inclusive practices. As you can see in the profile of the respondents, gone are the days when responding to survey questionnaires meant choosing between male and female respondent profiles. Such minor categorization hampers their ability to contribute to data representation. Therefore, it is essential to recognize the diverse manifestation of the LGBTQIA+ community's presence in various endeavors. Table 2 shows almost no difference in CTA between those assigned to variety shows, stage decorating, and pageantry, and those called with pseudonames or terms. 40 to 53.33% of the community is unbothered, while 43.33 to 50% is offended. 63.33% of the respondents want anti-discrimination ordinance violators to face penalties. Cities B and C have a similar perspective. In the communities of CTB and CTC, approximately 83.33% are not bothered, and 80% from CTC to 90% from CTB are not offended. In the cities B and C, 73.33% agree that violators must face anti-discrimination ordinance penalties. CTD respondents find it offensive and discriminatory to be assigned pageantry and variety show projects or tasks based on their sexual orientation, gender identity, expression, and preference. However, 73.33% do not bother with pen names, and 80% want violators to face anti-discrimination ordinance penalties. Table 3 shows CTA's no commitment to anti-discrimination, anti-bullying, and community development programs with 70%. Data shows respondents' safety from discrimination is not guaranteed with 70%. In addition, there is no strong delivery of health-related services and programs with 63.33% and no equal representation in project decision-making with 56.67%. CTB data shows an equal representation of 50% of respondents, indicating the absence and presence of active anti-discrimination, anti-bullying, and community development programs and safety assurance from discrimination. CTC data shows no solid anti-discrimination presence and implementation with 60%. In CTC with 53.33% and CTD with 56.67% shows that there is no guarantee against discrimination. In addition, there is no strong commitment with 53.33% to protecting against discrimination and bullying, with 50% of respondents demonstrating absence and presence in the decision-making process for public consultation projects in CTD. Table 4 shows that projects and activities do not have gender-neutral goals, objectives, outcomes with 50%, and long-term impacts with 53.33% in CTA. Moreover, no integrated plans and budget allocation are beneficial in promoting LGBT rights in cities A with 53.33% and C with 66.67%. Furthermore, positive data representation in cities C and D are present across indicators. Finally, data shows that the government communicates its gender development plans to the community. In Table 5, data in CTA shows a minor issue in the context of projects or activities in the city mandating the presence and efforts of the LGBT community head or at least minimal representation in project implementation team with 46.67%. However, it is positively prevalent across cities with 80 to 90% that the city government invites the community to LGBT focused group discussions. Table 6 summarizes the general trend of data from 4 cities. General experience data shows that 65.83% of the study participants are not offended by being assigned to do projects or tasks based on sexual orientation, gender identity, expression, and preference. In addition, 73.33% are not offended by pen names and 72.50% prefer that violators strictly face the anti-discrimination ordinance's penalties. Moreover, 57.50% of the data indicated a lack of vital health-related services and program delivery. However, a manifestation of 88.33% confirms the dissemination of the gender development plans and 84.17% accounts for city governments inviting the community to LGBT-focused group discussions. It is essential to remember that tables 2 to 5 findings must be taken into account separately for more specific and accurate data representation. In conclusion, characterized through literature analysis and statistical findings, it deliberately manifests the gray areas in robust implementation, commitment, and campaign against discrimination. However, despite the micro efforts of various city governments, it is prevalent that efforts to have national legislation on gender equality remain uncertain in the country. Thank you very much and mabuhay from the Philippines.